But are you investing? What is the expectation of your life? Are you getting sleep? Are you drinking water? Are you exercising? Are you stress free? Or all of these things? And y'all, I don't believe, and I keep saying this, I don't believe that you were put on this earth, right, to be a doormat. I don't believe that people can just wipe their feet on you and it's okay. I don't have a problem with the expectation of compensation. You want to be compensated correctly, I have no problem with that. But the same way that you go after compensation, the same way you expect compensation for the job that you're doing, for the work that you're doing, I want you to expect that same compensation for the life that you have, for the life that you're doing, for the life that you want, for the life that you need. The expectation of compensation. Good morning. Hey, good morning to y'all. Good morning. Hey, wait, let me say it one more time for y'all. Hey, Julia, good morning. Now, look, I had to move the microphone just a little bit away from me because, look, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this microphone was so good. I could hear it all. When I did the playback, I was like, wait, what's happening? Like, that's a lot. So I'm going to move it away just a little bit, right? So that it's not directly in, because y'all know I'm a little loud sometimes, right? But no, I want to say good morning to you. Y'all know what today is. Y'all know it's Thursday. Y'all know how we do. Y'all tell a friend. Y'all talk to a friend. Do all that good stuff. But good morning. Yes, hold on. Oh, and it's good this morning too. Yes, indeed, it's good. Hey, Just Gina, thank you for the follow. Good morning. Now, look, y'all know what we need to do this morning, how we got to do it, how we got to get it in this morning. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good from my head to my shoes. Know where I'm going and I know what to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. I got a new attitude. Da, 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 da. All right, y'all. So I put in the hey, good morning, Flo. Good morning. Hey, D Holly. Good morning. D Holly, thank you so much for that love offering. I appreciate you so much. I saw that. I was like, oh, give me a little something and go on and stuff like that. Don't do it, Timmy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Good morning. Now, D Holly, you know I love all those O's and R's and INGs, and I appreciate you so much. Hey, y'all, good morning. So, y'all, let's go ahead on and do what we need to do. TikTok, y'all, tippity tap, tap, tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that you are in. Show me some gifts, some love, some hearts, all of that good stuff. Diamonds. Come join my team. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, X, Podbean. Yeah, y'all come on in. Y'all come talk to me and all of that. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly this morning, because I'm in here this morning. Okay. Hey, Lucy Lou. Good morning. She said, happy Friday Eve. Indeed, it's the eve of a Friday, and that's it. And it's a happy one at that. Good morning. All right, y'all. Good morning. Okay, I see y'all. Come on, tippy tap, tap, tap. Let me know that y'all are in. I see you, YouTube. YouTube, come on and give me some hearts. Now, look, y'all like, y'all follow, y'all subscribe, y'all do the things. Now, it's made real easy. It's Titan Capri on all social media, right? On all social media. Come on in. Come talk to me. So I'm going to go ahead and start this thing off because on Tuesday, we had what we call That's Not My Ministry, right? And so I came back with a part 2. because it was so much going on in the comments. It was so many comments. I got a lot of DMs. I got a lot of messages. People were texting me and things like that. And y'all, look, I'm not saying like it had to be the ultimate this or that or whatever have you, but it's interesting how we see things differently. Hey, Shonda, good morning. Welcome in. How we see things differently, right? And so I said, that's not my ministry, right? That is not my ministry. And a lot of people thought, right, I'm speaking of ministry, but I'm speaking of ministry as a whole, right? Because we all minister to somebody somewhere, somehow, right? And on Tuesday, we had, I'm not going to say issues, okay? Because I want y'all to understand where I'm at. A lot of people ask me to go ahead and block them, don't answer them, ignore them, and all of that. So there was a lot of naysaying. There was a lot of negative comments. There was a lot of things that were going on. Now, y'all, here's the thing. This is not to big up them. This is not to do that. But what I have always said, that life is real, right? It's real life. And somebody somewhere is going through something like this. Y'all with me? So I said I had to do a part 2 because things started to get heated. There was somebody that came in that said that they were delivered from being, I'm going to say, just part of the LGBTQIA plus spectrum, because they didn't tell me exactly what it was, but they said to us that they had been delivered from the sin, from that what was the word that they used? Mainly it was sin, but it was basically you needed to repent, you needed to do this, you needed to do that. And so again, y'all, look, and I'm starting this off like this morning because I just want to say to you all that I'm not here to convert. I'm not here to deliver. I'm not here to do any of those things, right? I'm here speaking my truth and doing what I do, right? From the spirit that God gave me, from the life that I have. I know what my purpose is. So I wanted to do a part 2 because I wanted to address some of the comments that I couldn't address in the first segment, right? And so we may get some naysayers in here today, right? And y'all, the reason why I'm not like shying away from it, or I'm not like saying, oh, well, I don't even want to answer, or I don't want to approach this, is because, again, I got to say it, this is real life, right? People are going through this type of thing every day. And what we know is that we need more love in this world. And a lot of times what happens is we ignore it because we don't want to be the angry person, the bad person, the wrong person, right? We ignore it because we think that that's going to give us peace. And y'all, I'm not saying that ignoring something will not give you peace. I'm not saying that not addressing it will not give you some peace. But if you leave it out there in the ether, you feel me? And it constantly comes to you and you never address it, that is not going to give you peace. That's not going to let you be okay, right? In that moment, you're thinking you're doing the big thing by saying, hey, I'm not doing this or I'm not doing that. But in reality, what you're doing is you are letting it live and fester in your life, because after they say whatever they have to say to you right there in that moment, it's not done. You're going to take that home. You're going to take it wherever you're going. You're going to be around looking at like, man, like I can't shake this. I cannot. So I believe that my purpose, right, on this platform is to address those things and acknowledge them. I don't have to go tit for tat with you back and forth and up and down. I don't have to do that, right? But I do believe that I need to address those things as they come. Thank you so much, Antonius, for the follow. Thank you so much, Orange, for the follow. I appreciate you. Come on, Orange Cake, right? And so that's why I came here this morning to do a part 2. Okay? Exactly. I don't have any qualms about any of this, right? But I don't want it to be a point of us constantly and always just letting stuff slide and go. I don't want that to be the case in point. You deserve life just like everybody else deserves life, right? And so with that being said, then there are going to be times. Now, choose your battles, right? Choose your battles because you can't fight every battle, right? And we know that. Hey, Tony Spencer, good morning. Tony said, Grand Rising, King. Thank you so much, Grand Rising. Now, you can't fight every battle. You have to choose your battle. That's why you got that EWS that we talk about, right? That early warning spirit. That early warning spirit is going to tell you what's what and what's what. So on Tuesday, my spirit said, bail. Okay? My spirit said, no, bro, don't let that slide. Don't let that go. Don't let that. You know what? You know what? If you like the wig, I like the wig too. I don't know where it's at because this ain't no wig. This coming out my scalp. So, but I like it just the way you like it. I appreciate it. Okay. So this is what we're doing today, right? So that's not my ministry part 2. That's what it is. So for all of you who are in right now this morning, I know you got your cups. I know you got your cups. So I want to know where you're from and what's in your cup this morning before we get into the old topics coming from Tuesday. What's in your cup and where you're from? Y'all know I'm Titan Capri, right? Y'all know I'm from H-Town, Houston, Texas. And in my cup this morning, I have a little bit of, let's see, Snickers creamer with some, it's called Handsomer coffee. Yeah, it's yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Woo. Oh, that's good. And it's good and sweet too this morning too. Like it's good, right? So y'all, I am so look. So I am Titan Capri, right? And this is my Titan in the morning every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I am here. We talk about things. We talk about life. We talk about love. We talk about being who you are. We talk about all those things, but we have fun. We sip. We sing a little bit. We do all these type of things here at Titan in the morning. So I just want to say thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for being here. And that's what we do, right? So y'all come check me out every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Now, here's the thing. My name is Titan Capri, and I'm a Black gay man who is HIV positive. So I speak on issues and things like that. Hey, Laura, good morning. I speak on issues and problems, and I speak on life, period, right? I speak on me being a Black man, right? I speak on me being a man. I speak on me being a gay man. I speak on me being a Black gay man who is HIV positive. I speak on getting tested. I speak on knowing your status. I speak on HIV advocacy. I speak on a lot of things, right? But the thing that we always seem to have a problem with is that people will come in to your platform or to what you're doing and tell you that you are not right in being who you are or being who God made you, right? Made you to be. So Tuesday we talked about that's not my ministry. And so I was speaking on what's not my ministry. My ministry, this is my ministry, right? This platform that I'm on, me doing the things that I'm doing, this is my ministry. But what's not my ministry is for me to try to explain to you who I am, why I'm different, if I'm God's child, all of these things. That's not for me to explain to you, right? And then I don't subscribe, or it's not my ministry to be here begging you to like me the way that I am or love me the way that I am. That's not my ministry. So I just wanted to make that clear here this morning, because people are going to tell you all day long what you should do, who you should be, what you should look like. You need to lose some weight. You need to do this here. Your skin is too dark. You know, this is a wig on your head and all of this kind of stuff like that. And I don't know if the person meant it like that, but I'm just saying. And you have no idea where this person is coming from, what this person has been through. You know, if this is a trigger or activation, you don't know if this person had trauma, any of that. And so I'm not here. It's not my ministry to badger, to beat, to do any of that, right? To you all. What my ministry is for me to be who I am, authentically and truly walking in my journey. I know what my purpose is, and that's my ministry. And if you don't like it, it doesn't have to be your ministry, but that's my ministry, right? And so on Tuesday, we had a lot of people chiming in saying, because I said that I celebrated 19 years of being HIV positive. And somebody said, celebrate? Like, Why are you celebrating that? And I'm saying I'm celebrating it because they told me I was going to die. I was dead and gone 19 years ago, and I'm still here, right? So I celebrate that. Now that's me. That's me celebrating. You might not celebrate it, right? You might not think about it. You might not do that. But I want to be able to be who I am and do the things that I do because that's who I am. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because that's not my ministry. My ministry is not to hide away. My ministry is not for me to be sitting here telling you, oh, the diluted this and that. That's not my ministry. My ministry is to talk my ish. My ministry is to sit up here and be good with y'all. Good morning to y'all. Love y'all. Understand that we are in this here. And then talk about life because life is real. It's real. And sometimes, y'all, we are sitting here not talking about things, not being about things because we don't want to offend somebody else, but they've already offended us. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. One more. We don't want to offend nobody, but they've already offended us. So we got to take the high road. We can't let you have it. We can't pop off. We can't do none of that. You understand what I'm saying? But here's the thing. But people can come in your life and do all of these things to you, but you can't do it to them. Okay? Okay, that part. So a lot of times what we have is that y'all are doing these things and having these things, right? Thank you, Letitia. Thank you so much. So congratulations on living 19 years. Indeed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. King Buddha said they already offended our recipe. Like that. I lost my mom and dad to AIDS in 19. So Letitia says, I lost my mom and dad to AIDS in 1985 and 1991. They only lived 5 years after being diagnosed. And Letitia, and that was what it was. So death was definitely on the table, right? For those of us who are who have done this or like been in this, right? And that's what I thought, right? Because I was definitely ill. I was definitely sick, Letitia. And I just want to talk to that just for a moment because I thought my life was over. And as a matter of fact, I only had 4 T cells. So they thought my life was over, right? And so this is why I say this is not my ministry. When people try to put things on you and try to tell you who you are and what you should be doing and what God don't like and all of that good stuff, right? So people tell you all the time, oh, it was a death sentence. And true enough, it was. Even though it's not a death sentence now, it's still mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, right, traumatic for those that are going through this, right? So you don't want to ever isolate, ostracize, or let somebody feel that they are not part of that. And that's part of my ministry. My ministry is to speak my truth, right? And be upfront about who I am and not pull no punches. I am who I am, and that's who I will be, right? Period. But a lot of people will tell you, okay? So let me read some of the comments. So someone says here, when Noah had the ark, it was one male and one female. That's it. And y'all, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. What was that comment for, right? Because people will say, oh, that's healthy banter. Oh, we can talk about it. We can't talk about it because you're sitting up here saying that the ark had one male and one female. What you're trying to say, or what you're saying without saying it, right, is that this right here, me being a black gay man, right? Right? Because I love the same sex, right? That I am someone who is LGBTQIA plus. I am on the spectrum. I am something that's not normal, that's not right. That's what that is. And I know somebody's going to look at that and say, oh, well, Titan, you kind of went too deep. Like they really wasn't saying that. But what did they say that for? We were not talking about Noah and the ark. We were not talking about those things there. But see, this is what people do, right? They do this. And this is why I did a part 2, because that's not my ministry. I'm not here to explain to whoever that is or whoever they're going to be why I exist in this world, why I am here. I'm not here. That's not my ministry. I'm not going to explain that to you. I'm here. You either accept it or you don't. And if you don't, then kick rocks and bye-bye. Go on about your business. But we always have this. And then what makes you the world most authority, right? On who deserves to be here, who's here, how many people, whatever have you, all of these things. You're living in this world just like me. And I'm not here to convince you that I deserve to be here. I'm not here to convince you that my God, right, is at the head of my table, that I'm in the house that God built. I'm not here to convince you of that. Why do I need to convince you? This is my life. You feel me? That's not my ministry. And I'm not going to do that. But I will acknowledge this because I want somebody out there that's looking and hearing and feeling me for the first time, or even again and again, to understand where this is at. We are always fighting this battle of whether or not we exist in this world. You know what I'm saying? And people love to do that. You right, D Holly. You right, Titan. They throw subliminal. Baby, look, they be like, I'm gonna throw this out here like that and see what I can stir up. That's fine. Okay, yes, celebrate life. Indeed, that's what it is, right? Letitia said, yes, it was a death sentence, but God, indeed. Carol said, good morning, Titan. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the house. That's it. That's it. Okay, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the house. Okay. So good said, I know that's right. Indeed. Miss Tess. Hey, Miss Tess. Good morning. And Letitia said, you are who you are. Indeed. Indeed. And so here's the thing. So I'm going to humor this just for a second, because this is what, and this is part of the stuff that was said on Tuesday. So it has nothing to do with color or authority. God made males to be with females, period. Again, your point is what? What's your point? What's your point? What's your point? That's the kid. So y'all look, I'm gonna move this microphone back a little bit because I know that I'm here. So here's my question. What's your point? That's not my ministry. So you keep saying these things, but what's your point? Are you trying to convince me? I'm a big black grown man up here. I don't have time for any of that. I know where I'm at. Why don't you figure out where you are? What you telling me this for? So you are coming on to tell somebody that knows who they are, that understands their purpose, that's walking in their truth and doing what they're doing. You're telling them, and then you said period. Like, that's gonna stop me from doing what I do. Like, that's gonna stop me from loving who I love. Like, that's gonna stop me from being a black gay man that's HIV positive. Like, you said it like you were the world's most authority. Like, bam, period. Like, it's done. Y'all look, that is not my ministry. That is not my ministry. What are you trying to say? Say what you're trying to say, because all these subliminal messages and is running around and doing all that. Say what you have to say, because here's the thing. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. I'm still going to be who I am when the day is done, when it's all said and over. I'm going to still be that person. However, what I want you to do, and any platform that you go on, speak your truth. Speak your truth. And then don't be upset when somebody doesn't accept what your truth is. A lot of people don't like my truth. Case in point. But am I worried about that? Bro, do you? Sis, do you? Them, they, him, her, do you? You feel me? Do you? I'm not trying to convince you. So why are you trying to convince me? In that part. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And so, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go through this last little bit, and then I'm gonna get off this, okay? Because I'm not gonna do too many more of the comments. But I wanted to make sure that we all are on the same page, and we haven't even took a sip yet of the topic, but we're gonna get there. Animals don't even lay with their own sex. Come on, y'all. Come on. Okay. Hey, Steve. Good morning. You know I love all those O's and R's and INGs. You know I love all that. Thank you so much for the follow, Letitia. Thank you so much. You are who you are. Serve your purpose and live your life. Indeed, Letitia. Indeed. I just think that sometimes people just want to be able to speak on something that they know nothing about. They don't know you. They don't know who you are. They don't know what you've been through, but they want to speak on their own insecurities and the things that they cannot conquer in their own lives. I'll be so bold as to say that, because 9 times out of 10, when you come at me, right, with this, if you come and ask me, if you come and you say, Titan, let's have a conversation. Y'all know I'm down with it. Y'all know I'm going, yeah, hey, and I'm going to hear you out. But if you come at me spewing nastiness, being vindictive, throwing out statements that you think are true, and sitting up here putting something on me that you don't even know if I subscribe to, then we have a problem. You feel what I'm saying? We have a problem. And so on Tuesday, everybody was like, well, Titan, go ahead on and block them. Just block them. Don't even deal with them. Don't even talk to them. No, because I believe that somebody out there is going through this exact same thing. And we need to be able to let them know, right? Let them know that you belong here, right? God didn't make a mistake. If we're all God's children and God knows everything before we even were born, boom. Why am I explaining to you? Who are you? You feel me? That part. D says, see, they said all that to say that. Exactly. Like what they say is final and right. Not indeed. Okay. That part, D, that part. Good morning. Hey, Kish. Good morning. Hey, my friend. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Okay. So for those of you who are just now hearing and seeing me for the first time and feeling me up in here this morning, what I want you to do is I want you to say good morning, right? And what we do here at Titan in the Morning, we say good morning as if nobody's watching and if nobody's doing it. We say good morning, right? And when you type it in the comments, I want you to put all those O's and R's and INGs into the comments. That's how we do here at Titan in the Morning, because we woke up this morning and we are happy about that. We feel good about that. We got peace in the fact that we woke up this morning. So we say good morning. Yes, that's how we say it. Oh, y'all want me to do it? Okay. Okay. Look, okay. Woke up on the right side of the dirt. That part. Hey, Icy Panda, good morning. Come on, Icy Panda, you did that. Okay. How often do you have to dye your hair red? So I maybe once every 6 months or 8 months, maybe. I think this right here has been, I had it retouched maybe, and I think it was 4 months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, I think. Maybe even longer than that. I'm not sure. But I normally don't really retouch it or dye it, but maybe 8 months to a year, because it holds real well. It holds real well. Good morning. Eric said, preconceived notions as a sign of ignorance. That part. Okay. Good morning to you all. Hey, Bridget said, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you as well. Thank you so much for the follow. Come on in. Y'all come on in and shake. Take a moment, sit down, kick your shoes off, and let's go ahead on and get into this topic this morning. And we're going to take a sip, and we're going to do that. Icy Panda said, okay, thank you. I did my sons and noticed it's fading, and I just learned the red is high maintenance. So I'm going to tell you something real quick, Icy Panda. Y'all give me a moment. Icy Panda is talking about this. So my beautician, Epiphany Hair Lounge, basically I wanted a deep red, right? I wanted a deep red, and we did a rinse first, right? And the rinse, basically, it was cute, it was nice, but it really didn't stay, right? So what she did was she mixed to have a deeper, darker red, and I can't remember The name of the red, I'll have to ask her, but she redid it and then she took it up a little bit higher, right? So we did the first color last year, and then when I went back to her, she went over that same color with this red here and then went up a little bit further. When I tell you, yeah, yeah, it's red, especially when the sun is shining. Oh my God, it's like red, red. And then on pictures, I'll be like, oh, bam, 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 bam. Okay, that part. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Lucy said, good morning. I'm in Titan's living room and my cup got a little Guatemala cinnamon roll with Gone Bananas Fosters. Love all of you right where you are. Oh, thank you, Mom. That's my mom. That's what's in my cup this morning because I couldn't remember. I got a little Guatemala cinnamon roll and banana Fosters. It's type of coffee flavors. Yeah. Okay. Because y'all, that's a whole lot to have in one cup. Okay. Look at that. Hey, good morning to King HNIC. Good morning. I love all those O's and R's and INGs. D. Holly said, good morning, Lucy. That sounds good, and we love you too. Indeed, indeed. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning, Cynthia. Thank you so much for the follow and sharing the live. All right, y'all. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get into it. Thank you so much, Cynthia. I appreciate you. Right, and welcome in, y'all. So this is for everybody. We haven't even got to the topic yet, but hold on, y'all. We good. We good. We good. Okay, no, baby. This is Titan in the morning. We can sit here and talk all day long. We ain't even got to get to the topic. Like we could do what we do, right? So on Tuesday, I had what I call "That's Not My Ministry." That was the topic on Tuesday. So today I'm doing a part 2. I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's Titan in the morning. Y'all come see me. We're going to sip. We're going to discuss. We're going to talk. We're going to do those things. But I had to do a part 2 because after Tuesday, there was a lot of, I mean, like my platform was blowing up. And I was like, I didn't know that this was going to like do that. And it's not a bad thing. But what I did on Tuesday, I didn't shy away from addressing the comments because the comments were going. It was like 100 and something comments, just constantly boom, 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 boom. And people were coming in, right? People were coming in and they were talking to, and I say me because this is on my platform, but they were talking to all of us as if we should not exist. I have people that have come on to my live and see my flag in the back. Right, let me turn. See my flag in the back and tell me that they were with me, right? Until they saw the flag, right? I have people come on to my platform and tell me that when I address or when I identify who I am, a Black gay man who is HIV positive, they don't want nothing else to do with me, right? And here's my thing. I said this earlier and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep saying it until God calls me home, right? I am who I am. You coming onto my platform trying to convince me that I should be something other than what I am, that's not going to work. I will address those issues, those concerns, those comments, because I know that my purpose is to live truly and authentically in who I am and who God made me to be. That's my purpose, right? And so I didn't realize how many people had questions about me living truthfully who I am and walking in my journey and on my path. I had no idea, y'all. And so my spirit told me in there, my spirit said, Titan, I said, don't you address those, right? Because normally I would let them pass. Just like this morning, right? Somebody wants to come on and tell us that Noah made the ark and it was one man, one female, right? My question to that person was, why? Why did you need to tell us that? You came onto a platform to where you felt the need to correct or check something, a Bible fact something. For what? I don't recall any of us asking you, how many people Noah had on the ark, right? It was one female and one male. Ooh, that's going to change my life forever. No, ain't nobody asked you that. Y'all, the flag that I have back here says I belong here. I belong here. Period. On Tuesday, there were people spewing a lot of hate and a lot of things that they didn't understand. We even had someone come on toward the end of the show, right? Toward the end of the show, and they said that they had been delivered from being gay. I'm guessing because they never said what they identified as, but they told me and told us that it was a sin, told us that we need to repent, told us that it was demonic, it was nasty, it was all those things, y'all. And so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, and this is what I want to say to you all. Y'all, we cannot just dismiss things like that. You are putting that out into the universe. And when you put things out into the universe like that, somebody receives them. Somebody receives them. And my purpose is to be able to live authentically in who I am and make sure that people out there understand I'll be a representation. I have my power. I'm in my position and I know my purpose, right? And that's what happens. And so this morning is like no other, right? It's just like Tuesday. I got people in here doing all of these things here, right? And that's why we have to be able to make sure that we are always hold on one second. That we are always making sure that we are good. See, and then so okay, so I want to just like address some of the comments that are coming through because I think that those that are just coming on, those that are hearing and seeing and feeling me for the first time on this Titan in the Morning on this platform don't know me. And they think that that's what I'm trying to do, right? Or they feel that they need to be able to tell you who you are and what you are, right? And that's not the case in point. So I always want to just clarify, right? For those that when I'm standing and I'm fighting, when I'm sitting at tables and I'm advocating, when I'm doing these things, because I have a lot of intersections, right? I always want to make sure that I am doing it for everyone, right? And not just basically for me. But it started with me because all of those things that they are saying in the comments here have been said to me over the years. A lot of them were said to me as a child, right? I didn't know what was happening in the world. Nobody explained it to me, but they all labeled me. They all told me this. They all said all of these things, right? And a lot of times people will tell you, oh, well, this is what you're doing. No, that's not what I'm doing. You don't know me from a can of paint. You with me? So I'm going to address those comments here, right? Chatty said, wow, but who are they to judge? Indeed, Chatty, who are they to judge? All right. Chatty said, good morning. Good morning to you, Titan. Good morning. D. Holly said, yes, Titan. Sometimes when you don't address them, they think they're right. Exactly. And here's the thing. What makes you feel that you are so right to come on and tell somebody that they're wrong? Right? What happened in your life that you feel that you're the utmost authority on what's right? Didn't you go through a trial? Didn't you go through tribulations? Didn't you go on a journey to get to where you are? That's the part. Okay. That's the part. All right, y'all. So let me go back up here. I want to address a couple of things, right? Let me address it here. Cynthia said, good morning, sending love from Tampa, Florida. Hey, Tampa, Florida. All right, come on in, indeed. Somebody said, bro, look like Jordan Peele. I'll take it. I'll take it. Cynthia said, amen, preach. Someone said, 2024. There we go. This person here said, Sweet said, but it is demonic. It's an abomination, right? And so, y'all, this was the same thing like we had on Tuesday. So what is demonic? What's the abomination? You feel me? Now, if you're going to come at me and you're going to tell me something, you're going to tell me that I'm something, that I'm nasty, that I'm this, I'm that. Tell me why that is. And then I need facts. I don't want you to quote something that you heard in the Bible. I don't want you to quote that. I want you to tell me in real life, in real time, why is that it? Because somebody told me, well, there is no sin above another sin. I'm not a sin. I'm one of God's children, just like you are. So you get to make mistakes. You get to do things. You get to live the life that you live. You get to choose who you love, or as you say, it's a choice. Choose who you love. I'm saying that I was born this way, and you want to tell me that I'm not. You want to tell me that I'm demonic and abomination. That's what you want to tell me. You feel me? So when you come on here and you do that, what are you doing exactly? What do you hope to accomplish? What do you hope to accomplish? Then somebody else put in vote ump. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? That other person that's running. No, I'm good. All right. And then they said, if it's all right, why are you trying to convince us? I'm not trying to convince you. I'm not trying to convince you. Like that is not my ministry. Y'all, when I say that's not my ministry, that's not my ministry. Who am I convincing? All I'm doing is living my life. I'm living my truth. I'm living, and I said truth with two L's. Truth. I'm living my truth. I'm walking my journey. I'm not doing a doggone thing to you. But you're saying I'm trying to convince you. What am I convincing you of? This is my platform. You came onto my platform to be convinced. Did I come to your platform? Did I come to your platform and say, oh, you're going to be this, you're going to be that, you're going to do da 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 da? Never said that. But you come on my platform and want to tell me that I am demonic and abomination. Who's trying to convince who? Because I know who I am. I know where I stand. I know what I'm doing. So back up off me. Give me 50 feet. Do what you do, but watch my shoes. Like, don't play with me like that, because y'all are always doing this. Agendas, convincing people. I'm not convincing you of nothing. I am walking through this world, through this life, my true, authentic self. That's not my ministry to convince you. That's not what I'm here for. God did not put me on this earth to say, convince them, make them do, make them be, have an agenda. That's not what it was. That's not my assignment. So that is not my ministry. So you can save that. You can save that. And then this is what kills me, y'all. This is what takes, this is what gets me. Because what happens is that people will sit here, right? Like the guy on Tuesday, and say they were delivered from being gay, being LGBTQIA plus, being all of this, and they hate the very thing that they were. And I said, well, what are you being delivered from? If it's 46 years, it took you 46 years to be delivered from this, right? From this. And now you know all the stuff that you went through. And y'all just hear me out. You know all the stuff that you went through, all the stuff that you did, all the stuff, all of the pain, the hurt, the shame, the trauma, all this that you went through. Now you've been delivered. Now you want to come over here and put that on somebody else. You want to come over here and treat them the way that you've been treated. But y'all, when the world has set you up to hate who you are, to hate the very essence of your being, you will turn around and do it to others, because you saying in your mind, right? They did it to me, I'm going to do it to them. Somewhere down that line, you believe that you were wrong. You believe that God didn't choose you. You believe that you are not supposed to be here. You believe that you are not God's child. You believe that you don't have favor over your life. You believe that. That's because this world has told you that you were demonic and abomination. And now you hate the very thing that you loved about yourself, your uniqueness. you hate the very thing that you are. Titan don't hate himself. Titan does not hate a bone in his body because it's mine. This is what God gave me. Now, what I do with it, that's something different. But this is what God gave me. And I believe I was born this way. I've always had these feelings. I've always been there. And no, nobody didn't touch me as a child in order for me to be the way that I am. Because people would tell you that. Remember, they said that there had to be some type of SA or something going on for you to do that, because it's no. Because if somebody can be born heterosexual, somebody can be born homosexual. Those are words that you put to what people feel. Those are words that you put there. And again, I say to you, if it's all knowing, all being, everything, nothing is new under the sun. That part. We want to always tell you, just like, remember, it was against the law for us to read. Why is that? Just think about that. It's not so long ago that it was against the law for you to even, in your own privacy of your house, your room, to be with the same sex. You were made differently for a reason. All of us cannot be the Stepford wives running around here and everything is. We can't do that. God said, okay, you know what? I got you. I got something for you. And y'all know I use the I statements. It's not my ministry not to be who I am. My ministry for me to be who I am. 19 years ago, when I was laying in that bed, and we talk about this all the time, I prayed for God to let me go. Let me go. Because the world told me that I was wrong, that I was bad, that I was nasty, that I was demonic and an abomination. The world said that to me. Don't even know how I became what I became. Don't even know how I got there. Don't even know the road that I traveled. But the world told me, including my family members, some of my family members told me, Titan, that's what you are. So I said, you know what, God? Then take it away. If I have been a letdown, if I have been a traumatic experiences, and I've been hurt, I've been harmed, I've been, all of these things thrown under the bus, let me go. That was 19 years ago, y'all. And I say this because somebody out there right now is wondering whether or not they should walk, they should run, whether or not they should get up and keep going. Whether or not you are God's child, didn't make a mistake. And yes, life is going to life and things are going to happen to you. But what's not my ministry is me not loving who I am. That's not my ministry. Me not standing up and being proud that I'm still here 19 years later, right? Me standing up and doing. Now that's my ministry. Me talking to you on my platform and not convincing anybody, right, that this is that. Me telling you that I've been through some ish, but I'm still here and I'm still moving. Me going into spaces and places and making sure that they're trauma informed and making sure that I know what I've been through, so I don't want to put that on anybody else. That's my ministry. You feel me? And y'all, I hate when people want to tell you that you are wrong for living your life. You are wrong for being here. You are wrong for being happy in the fact that you're a Black gay man who is HIV positive. You should not be happy for that. Remember, they asked me on Tuesday, you celebrate 19 years? Yes. This is part of my life. Something almost took me away from here. Every year I celebrate the fact that I'm still here and I'm still going. Yes, I celebrate it. And I'm going to continue. But that's me. This shirt I have on this morning. Wait, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure you can see it. Let me make sure you can see it here. I'm going to pull it down. It says no more stigma, right? No more stigma. It's my face on the shirt. Y'all can see it. But if you can read the words are issy, right? This is not of God. Dirty, nasty, agate, all of these things, right? Infected, all of these things was said to me. I have a shirt that I wear, this shirt right here, no more stigma. My face is on it, and all of those words are on my face. Y'all, I didn't realize how much I was carrying around, how much was on my face, how much was on my shoulders, how much was in my life. And I believed that. I believed it because they told me, these individuals who did it before me, that were there before me, they said that you're all of these things. You're nasty, you're drugs, this. They said all of that to me. And y'all, it's a horrible thing when you walk around and you hate your very essence because people have told you that you're nothing, that you're bad, that you're an abomination, you're demonic. But nobody said, Titan, are you okay? Titan, what's going on? Titan, what's happening right now in your head and in your heart and in your spirit? How are you? Not checking in, but they could tell me how bad of a person I was for something I didn't even know that I was until they told me I was. Not my ministry. I'm not going to sit back and let y'all just play in my face like that. That's not what we're doing. Let me get to these comments real quick. Okay. Let's see. Chetty Osborne says, I want to say to you, you're human just like anyone else. So I say you keep doing what you are doing. Indeed. D. Holly said that word again, Titan. Exactly. That it seems like just similar things, like it's real familiar. People go there all the time, right? D. Holly said, to me, Titan, they have self-hate because everyone is not going to love the same. Indeed. Chetty Osborne said, y'all have your own minds. He has his. Y'all are coming at him because he's being truly who he is through those should not judge since y'all going to by the Bible, so-called Christians. Indeed. You're not, but people judge you all the time, right? And that just let me know. You didn't heard it out here in the ethernet. You didn't heard it out here, right? And you are thinking that because people think that way or feel that way, and in your own home, you can't be who you are. Now, check that, right? D. Holly said, preach, Titan. Okay. Love your uniqueness, that part. Okay. D. Holly said, come on, Titan, because the same could be said or thought of about color. Yes. So here's the thing, y'all. It's not so far away because if you think about it, we just talked about it was against the law for us to read. Remember, we couldn't look people in the face. Remember, we couldn't sit at counters. I'm speaking of my blackness, right? We were not considered a full human being, right? Now, this is history. This is history. It was against the law for me to love the same sex. I could get arrested, beaten. I could have hate crimes happen against me. All of this stuff because of me just being my authentic self. And you want to tell me things like this don't exist. You want to tell me that I'm trying to convince you, but I'm just living my life. I didn't come to you. You came to me, right? Okay. Thank you so much, Kish. Thank you so much. Chatty Osborne said, guess you made it, Titan. You made it through much love and light. You, Titan, keep up the good work. Indeed, I will. And Chatty said, exactly. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, Miss Funky. Thank you so much. Good morning to you, Miss Funky. The King said, good morning, Positive King. Good morning, Positive King. Good morning. Hey, Tamara. Tamara said, good morning, friend. Just join. Indeed. Good morning. Hey, this is me. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for the follow, Chase. I appreciate you. Letitia says, I don't agree with homosexuality, but people have the right to be who they are. I love all of God's children. And see, my thing is, you don't have to agree with it, But then you don't have to actually condemn it or be mean and nasty and attack people because of it, right? You don't have to agree with it. That's cool. You don't. But it's things like this that you have, right? Hey, Mr. Lucky, good morning. Said, I'm not here to judge, but sin and abomination are actually two different things. Indeed. Indeed. Mr. Lucky said, get him right. Bernice said, good morning. You are a beautiful human being that's speaking the truth. Have a good one. Thank you so much, Bernice. I came to your platform to correct you. I can do that with the Bible, but you don't want it. I don't need you to correct me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't need you to correct me. Like, I don't understand where people feel that they have to go and correct people for living their lives. For living their lives, right? Lucy Lou said, just trying to get attention, even if it's the wrong kind of attention. That part. Okay, indeed. Say that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Indeed, indeed. That part, right? And so I'm reading some of these messages, y'all, and I'm just saying, like, I don't get how you don't even know me and automatically, right? And y'all, this is not me trying to say, oh, you gotta like me. You don't have to like me, but this is what gets me. You don't even know me, and you already have put on me, right? You already put on me what you think I am or what I'm doing. You don't know me from a can of paint, but you want to tell me what I'm doing. That's the part. Man, get on with the. And so I think that we want to always continue to run behind God, stand behind God, and let our nastiness and vindictiveness reign supreme because we put God in front of it. And that's the part that hurts the most for those that are out there trying to live their lives and trying to be who they are. You are saying to them that they are wrong for even loving themselves. That's crazy. But you're of God. Now, if, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, I'm out here tearing it up, doing what I do. I'm out here acting a fool and causing mayhem and havoc at every chance I get. I'm out here causing all kind of trauma to everyone, right? But I'm okay as long as I'm not gay. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I will fight for you. I will write you in prison. I will do all of the things as long as I'm not gay. The moment you find out that I'm gay, then all of a sudden I am no longer the person. But you will stand by all the chaos, all the destruction that I'm doing. You will do that. And I think that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Okay, good morning. Good morning. Joy said, I was blessed with a grandma that loves everyone just the way that they are. Indeed. That's what it is. That's what it is. Indeed. Good morning to you all. Good morning. And then, and so what gets me is I want to say this, and I'm gonna read the other comments over here, is that this person, or these individuals, right? Because there's more than one, are constantly putting in, like they're still pushing, right? And they're still telling me that I'm trying to convince them. I'm not trying to convince you. And y'all, this is what happens, right? This is when you know that you don't have a leg to stand on. You don't have a natural thought in your own mind because you're sitting up here still trying to tell me what that is. Yeah. You should see the comments. You should see them. Hey, good morning. Hey, Eddie, good morning. Okay, thank you so much. This is me. She said, so glad that you're still here. I'm still here, baby. Indeed, doing what I'm doing and doing what I'm doing. Yes, indeed. And you're right. You're right. Said, dude, you too old to color your hair. And who are you? Who are you? Maybe you should go color your hair if you have some. Maybe you should do that. Maybe you should do that. Y'all, why do people always feel they can tell you what you should be doing? Why though? Why? Joy says, I love my wife that God gave me and God loves me too. And you're right about that, Joy. Check. Indeed. That part right there. That part right there. You are not God to be judging anybody. You already got judged, buddy, and you're going down going down the wrong path. It's that part. It's that part. Hey, Tammy, thank you so much for the follow. Indeed. Hey, Cynthia, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see here. God, da da da. Yes, and God said, love everyone, all shapes and sizes. That's Positive King is one of the chosen ones. Thank you so much, Positive King. I appreciate that. The King. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you so much for the gifts, y'all. I appreciate you. Joyce said you're living your truth. Thank you so much. Hey, Keisha, good morning. Oh, I see the color when I look at you and I look at you for who you are. The past was horrified, and I'll get you on that. Indeed. Good morning. Hey, Sand Dollars. Good morning. Letitia said, there's nothing wrong with you. Let people be people. Indeed. Indeed. You don't need to be corrected. Anything the world needs love. So tell him to go preach to the world. Indeed. And that's the part right there. Right. Y'all, I love this. Right. And I can't make this stuff up. So this is the reason why I do this. Right. Right. So this person here, and this is just for jokes and giggles, right? And I'm saying this because this is what people do, right? When the rapture happens, what should I do if my Uber driver turns out to be an atheist? What you doing? What you doing? That tickled me a little bit, okay? So someone asked, does your body feel differently? Hold on 1 second, y'all. So someone said, does your body feel different with HIV? I see it on the screen and I didn't know. So here's the thing, right? I believe that everybody is different. Does my body feel different now? No, it does not. Back when I was diagnosed, yes, my body felt different because I was sick back then, right? I lost weight. I still take medication. And this is just, general knowledge, right? Your body is going to be different with whatever ailment or whatever virus or disease that you may have, right? Your body's always going to feel different, and it varies from person to person. I don't feel any different than just being who I am, right? But back then, my body did feel different because a lot of things were going wrong. I only had 4 T cells. So a lot of things were happening. I had tubes running in and out of me. So my body felt differently. Right now, sitting here today, to answer your question, my body doesn't feel any different because I'm just living my life just like anybody else would, right? Some days I get up and I don't feel like doing. Some days I get up and I'm chipper. Some days I get up and I walk 3 miles and do what I do. Some days I don't. My body doesn't feel any differently. But the reality of it is that I know that I'm different because I'm taking medication every day for that. Or I'm going and getting checkups and making sure that I am good. But my body feels just like my body. I am living and thriving with HIV. Thank you for the question. Randy, hey, good morning to you. Good morning. Okay. Daisy said, honey, look, you should not be judged. Okay. When I look at you, I see you. I don't see nothing else, only you. Indeed. Keisha said, God is love, and that's the part that needs to be preached. Indeed, that part right there. You can be my friend. You can come and have lunch with me. We can eat from the same silverware. And that's another thing too, y'all. A lot of times where people don't really understand where you're coming, they don't understand the dynamics of it, right? You cannot acquire HIV just by you sitting next to me, just by you kissing me, just by you getting a fork, right? That I may have eaten off of. Like there are a lot of things on it. And I think I'm going to do a HIV one-on-one, but I just really want to say, like, we are in 2024, y'all, and people are still thinking this way. Like, it's crazy. Are you serious? Like, hold on. No, but thank you for your comment though, Daisy. I appreciate that. Whoever made the statement has something they do consider sinful or bad. Everyone. Okay. The king said, that's right. God is love. They forgetting that part very much. Indeed. So someone says God has to go through, everyone has to go through life, good, bad, and ugly. Your life is a gift that God gave you, and he doesn't make mistakes. Indeed. I appreciate that. And said, Grand Rising, my friend. Indeed. 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 And so um God is not God is not love. He is all. He is conviction. He is right from wrong. I don't know about the God is not love, but I think maybe it was a typing error or something like that. But yeah, I don't know about that part, but I do understand what your comment, I think, right? Keisha said, Titan, you stand in the gap for people on a regular basis. They don't know you or see what you do. Indeed. And I appreciate that. Hey, Deshaun, good morning. Okay, so that's correct. So this person says in another comment, God speak through the ones that actually believe. Right. So I'm a little confused on this. Are you saying that I don't believe, or are you saying that because you said God is not love? A little confused on that. I think I know what you're saying, but clear it up for me just so we can make sure we're good. Letitia said, sweep around your own front door before you sweep around mine. Okay. Keisha said, we have been out eating and you have invited people in for a meal and paid for it. That part, Keisha. Okay. You know, I love me a good pork chop. Okay. Deshaun said, sad, isn't it? Folks need to learn to stay in their lane. Judgment is not, it is not. Okay. Not said. Okay. Just sad. Okay. Gotcha. If it happens, ask yourself, why are you even still with the Uber driver yapping? Guess he missed it. That part. You're an excellent example of loving and being your fellow person's keeper. Thank you so much, Keisha. I don't see it. Does anybody else see it? No, you don't see it. It's all in your head. Perfect, man. Okay. Hey, Kevin, Grand Rising. Good morning. Hey, MC, thank you so much for the follow. Hey, Lee, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. Okay, Khadijah said, you can fry me fish and grits this morning, and I want some crystals, hot sauce, and 2 slices of bread. Come on, Khadijah, I want the same thing. I love some good old fish and grits. Okay, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay, indeed. Look, y'all, good morning to you. Good morning. MC said, keep spreading God's love and healing. You truly are a gift and a treasure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to go back up here real quick, y'all. I'm trying to get to these comments today because we're talking about That's Not My Ministry Part 2. On Tuesday, I had That's Not My Ministry, and we talked about it, and we had a lot of naysayers and we had a lot of negative comments coming in and all of that, right? And so I wanted to do a part 2 because I got a lot of comments and a lot of questions in my inbox and in my messages that were just talking about, why do I continue to do what I do, right? And not in a negative way, but Titan, aren't you tired? Don't that wear you down? You should get a moderator and not let them in and not do this and do that. And my answer to them and to you all, right, is that this is real life. Y'all, I can't sugarcoat this. I can't play this game. So I can't sit here and tell you over and over again, well, just, turn the other cheek, or don't worry about it, ignore it. No, time is out for that, because you deserve to live a life just like they deserve to live a life. And if I'm going to live my life, then I need to acknowledge these things that affect my life, that will come into my life and cause me to think a certain way, feel a certain way, or not even love myself. So I need to address those things. And I'm clear on what my purpose is. That, me running from it, me ignoring it, me saying that is not my ministry. Me explaining to you why I deserve to exist in this world, that's not my ministry. Me explaining all of that, that's not my ministry, right? That is not my ministry. People will tell you that you don't belong, that you shouldn't be here, that you shouldn't be here, that you are demonic and an abomination. And for that person that made the comment, it's not that serious. It's very serious. Y'all, in the work that I do, when someone is diagnosed HIV positive or returning to care, when someone is unhoused, someone is out, someone has domestic violence, someone is doing all these things, it is very serious to that individual. And I am never going to sidestep and tell you that your trials and tribulation, your life, it's not serious. It's serious, because we know that things can happen at the drop of a dime. You can turn tomorrow and go to the left and things can be over. You feel me? And people will always tell you, like they told me, oh, well, but why don't you just come on out? Everybody does that. Where am I coming out from? Where am I coming out from, y'all? Where? That's not my ministry. My ministry is what I'm doing right now, what I'm talking about, what I'm being about, how I show up, and the real life issues and problems that I address. You all may not know me from a can of paint because you're seeing me for the first time today. Welcome in, and thank you for the following, right? Thank you for coming in and being. Thank you for the good comments. Thank you for the bad comments. Thank you for all of what you're doing, because what we have done is we've watered down the necessity. We've watered down the seriousness of this. If this is something that can change somebody's life, good or bad, right? Then it's serious. Then it's something that should be talked about and should be done. But the reality of it is, y'all, I'm doing it on my platform. On my platform, that you have come on to my platform to tell me that I'm wrong for doing what I'm doing. I didn't come to you, but I'm the problem, because I'm speaking my truth on my platform. I'm the problem because I don't take what you're telling me as law. I'm the problem because I've lived and I've traveled and I've been to different spaces and places and been in different cultures and in different countries. And I know that this is not it. There is so much more in this world, y'all. I want to tell y'all something. I'm going to get out of here in just a minute because I'm past time. I want to tell y'all something. I talk to people all the time. And when I tell them about taking vacations or going on a trip, always plan something to know about the place that you're going. I'm a tourist at heart, because what I've known over the years and throughout my military service, right, is that there is so much more out here in the world. You will think that you are right in everything that you do because you're in a bubble. You're in this bubble. This is it right here. And what we don't know is that we have never gotten out to sea. We have never experienced a sunset or a sunrise. We've never seen the aurora borealis, the northern lights. We've never seen an orca in its environment. We've never seen a flower bloom. We've never seen the rainforest. We've never seen the Mayan ruins. We've never seen been to an underwater aquarium. We've never been to, I don't know, I don't know, like pick something, right? And my friends always tell me all the time, they know that we're going to go somewhere, right? I am living in this world, and in this world, I know that I'm not it. I'm not the only thing. There's so much more out there if we would just only open up our minds and our hearts and our spirits, right? To all the good creation that God has put on this earth. You've never been to Hawaii. You've never seen a volcano. You've never, you know what I mean? I went to Alaska and went fishing. I didn't even know halibut existed. Like there are things in this world that you can do. I rappelled out of a helicopter. I took my first flight. I went on my first cruise. I did all of these things. And y'all, this is what I'm saying. This world is too huge and too vast for us to believe that this is it. This is all, right? There are different species. There are different cultures. There are different humans. There are different races. There are different everything. We are so multifaceted that it's crazy that I'm going to sit here and argue with you that I am trying to convince you or I have an agenda. I could care less what you do. Kick rocks. Do what you do. But you cannot come and tell me that I can't live my life. That I cannot live my life the way that I see fit. I can't be who God made me to be because you don't agree with it. I can't have red in my hair because somebody says I'm too old for that. I cannot tell you how I identify because somebody says it is an abomination and it's demonic. I can't love who I love. I can't walk down the street and hold hands with who I love. I can't sit on social media on these platforms without people telling me I look like Miss Netta. My hair look like hot Cheetos. I look like a boy and a girl. I don't know which one. I don't know this and I don't know that. You are crazy. You need to repent. I can't do it. This world is so vast, right? And there are a lot of things on this earth that are bad for you, including people. So when I say to you all this morning, that's not my ministry, that is not my ministry. I am not here to explain to you my very existence. I am not here to bargain or barter with you on my life, me living my life. I am not here to convince you that my God created me in all my glory. I'm not here for that. That is not my ministry. But you do know what my ministry is? My ministry is me being who I am, me being authentically, truthfully, and honestly open to the fact that I am uniquely made. I am from God. I am God's child. I am who I am. And that my purpose in life, my ministry, is for me to be me, period. So you're right. I'm not going to sit here and play games with you. I don't have an agenda. I'm not trying to convince nobody because at the end of the day, when I lay my pillow, when I lay my head to that pillow, when I sit and these four walls close in, when I am done and I have to deal with who I am, that's who I deal with. That's who I deal with. And y'all, we have to understand that we are not, hey, good morning. Hey, two dope souls. Good morning. I love y'all. I love y'all. What we have to understand is that, y'all, if we are not loving who we are, right? 9 times out of 10, we are not going to love anybody else. Not truthfully, not honestly. We're not going to do it. You feel me? And so call me what you want. Say what you want to say. Do all of those things. Right? I have no qualms on that. But what we're not going to do, Titan in the morning, my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family, we're not going to run away from it. We're not going to turn a cheek to it. We're going to acknowledge it, and then we're going to work through it. We're going to acknowledge that these individuals are out here in this world, and we're going to work through it. We're not going to re-traumatize ourselves by pushing it down and not dealing with it only for it to come back and rear its ugly head at another time. What we're going to do is we're going to say, I'm secure in who I am and what I am and how I show up. I don't care where you are in your life, right? You be secure in who you are in this moment. And don't let nobody come over here and tell you you don't belong, you don't deserve, right? You're demonic and an abomination. And they said it with their whole chest as if it was going to make a difference. Y'all heard what I said. Do what you do, but watch my shoes. Stay over there and do what you do. Don't come over here stepping on my shoes, because then we're going to have a problem. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not mad at anybody. But what I'm going to do is set the expectations. That's not my ministry. My ministry is not to allow you in my house with that caca. My grandmother used to say, if you let somebody in the house with caca on their shoes, it's going to stink up everything. It's going to take a long time for that caca to get up out that house. And I don't know if y'all grew up with your grandma and like that, but my grandma used to say that all the time. When the ish hit the fan, everything going to stink. I'm not with the ish. Don't bring that to my house. I'm going to set expectations. I'm going to let you know and set those boundaries. That's not my ministry. I don't play with you like that. I'm not coming there. I'm not going there. I'm not allowing you in, period. And that doesn't mean that I'm scared. It means that I'm knowledgeable and I understand. You feel me? You feel me? And then what gets me is that these people come onto your platforms, and y'all, I'm almost done. I'm about to get out of here. These people come on your platforms and then they spam you with all of these messages. God, repent, you abomination, you should be ashamed of yourself. Why are you trying to convince us? You on an agenda. You all this here, the LGBTQIA plus community, always doing the alphabet this. Y'all, I mean, just going. Why? Why? And then I want you to look in the mirror, these naysayers, because you don't love what's looking back at you. You can't be God's child. You can't love God and be hateful and nasty like that. There's no way. But what you will do is that you will spew your hate, your vindictiveness, your nastiness, and you'll stand behind what God is. That's what you'll do. You will put God in front, and then you will try to tear somebody down. You'll try to tear somebody down. And I think that we are always trying to understand. Somebody said, hurt people hurt people. Unfortunately, yes. Because you can't deal with your own trauma, your own insecurities, right? So you're going to put them on somebody else. How do? I deflect. I'm not going to deal with this right now. I'm not going to deal with it. So I'm going to put it on Deshaun. I'm not going to deal with it. So I'm going to put it on D. Holly. I'm not going to deal with it. So I'm going to put it on Russell. I am not about to deal with this right now. So I'm going to put it on somebody else. But the difference is Titan is sitting here saying, I'm not putting this on nobody else. This happened. This is what's going on. And this is how I feel. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you get to express who you are and what you're doing to me in all forms and fashion. But I can't reply. I can't tell you that that hurts. I can't tell you that this makes me feel some kind of way. I can't do that because then now I'm the angry black man. Right? Or now I have an agenda because I'm trying to convince you. No, I'm acknowledging what you said and I'm replying to that, having a conversation about that. And that's it. You don't know me from a can of paint coming on here for the first time, but you're already ready to condemn and damn me to hell for what you think I'm doing. You don't know. You just think I'm doing that. Okay. Okay, I'm going back up here. Okay, Kit says 2 or 3 strips on your back, and we will still pushing through this world, making a difference. Push, 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 push through. Indeed. Just judging out the blue, Chatty said. D Holly said, wait a minute, hold on. Right, Titan. They use the Bible and God to spew hate. That part. That part. Kit says, I would tell them to play in the streets, but not but not as of God. Okay, so go sit down several times. Whomever say donkey things. Exactly. Look, let me tell you something. There used to be a time, and Kesh, me and you talked about this before. There used to be a time that I would just let things just fall by the wayside. I would just let them go, right? I wouldn't say anything because I didn't want to be that person. But y'all, what we do is we hurt ourselves by not speaking up or not saying anything, right? We hurt ourselves. We carry this around with us. All of this trauma and this hurt and this pain, we carry it with us. We don't deserve peace. We don't deserve reconciliation. We don't deserve honesty. We don't deserve to feel good about who we are. We don't deserve it. Okay. Kid says, I love you, Titan, right where you are. That part right there. Chatty Osborne said, and dude, you too old to make that comment. Okay. Okay. D Holly said, right, Kesh, we love Titan and we don't care who don't like it. And that part. Hey, Warner Mac. Hey, cousin. Said Grand Rising cousin, continue to spread knowledge throughout the universe and your village, your tribe. Continue to love yourself because I love you just the way you are. Look at Mr. Look at you. I'm happy. Okay, that part. All right. Okay. Kesh says, slow trolls. We need them trolls. Need to learn something. Okay. Chad Allen said, you can either take the ride or deny it. That's it. My grandmother used to say, you either crap or get off the pot. That's it. If you're going to talk your ish, right? But if you're not going to do what you're going to do, then get off the pot. Stop playing with me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, Kesh, I said that before. They just troll, spewing hate. Indeed. Indeed. D. Holly said, Titan, Titan, the more people you get loving you like us, the more they're going to hate on you. Indeed. And I'm going to say this to you all, right? Because D just made a real comment. I told my mom the other day, I was talking to her and I said, Moms, I said, my platform is growing, right? Because I didn't have all of this hate before. And y'all, I don't even like using the word hate like that because I just think, but now more eyes are on my platform and more people are coming in. Somebody said to me the other day when I was on a live last week, that I don't know why you on my FYP. I don't F with you people. And I said, like, I didn't even know. So I went to look at like my reach and my analytics. And I was like, oh, so that's what's happening, right? Like I'm more prone. People are seeing me now more because I'm getting out there and I'm getting more people in. So when you come in and you follow me and I follow you, it connects and then it goes out. So that's why all of this is happening. Because I said, I don't know what has changed. All of a sudden, now on the regular, right? My people telling me, Titan, get a moderator, because these comments are coming in and it's more people that are telling me, this. And y'all look, I'm not scared. I'm not running, none of that. But I was trying to make sense out of why it was happening like this. And then now I know. Now I know. You know what I mean? Now I know. Taddy said that's how they were treating my son. Like if you touch him, they would catch. And it's sad. People don't read that need to on the HIV. So, and Chatty, the crazy part is people don't read because they don't want to. It's easier for them to fall in line and go with this rhetoric and do all this hate and stuff. It's easy for them to do that. It takes too much for them to sit and read or to go to a community event or to go to your local clinic and read up about HIV, read up about PrEP, read up about knowing your status. It takes too much for that, right? And that's why I'm always standing in the gap and saying that, right? This is what it is. Somebody told me Earlier this year, they said all of a sudden it was just LGBTQIA plus and HIV, and you took off. You don't even come around. You don't do none of these things anymore. And I said it wasn't just the LGBTQIA plus and HIV. It was me protecting my peace, because I have been in situations and places and spaces that don't want me there. I went there because I am a friend or a family member of you. Then I go to these spaces and places and events and galas and things like that. And then y'all say things about my community that's harmful and that hurts. I'm protecting my peace. I'm not rolling that way no more. Well, Titan, it's this, is that. No, I'm right here. Why don't you ask me? Why don't you say, Titan, okay, so how does this work? Titan, what happens here? Right? Titan, if you are going to invite me to a space or a place, right? And this is why I am so big on being trauma informed. You don't know what is traumatizing me coming up, what's triggering me or activating me in these spaces where you're comfortable because you're used to it. But I come in, first, there's the looks, there's the whispers, there's all of these things. I have no problem with that because I'm secure in who I am, right? But you did not tell me that they were going to do this in this space. And if you know me, then you know I'm not going nowhere where I'm not wanted. And when I say not wanted, my LGBTQIA plus community. I went to this space because somebody invited me, somebody real close to me that I thought I was just like, and I got in there and they started talking. And you know how your spirit tells you, my EWS, my early warning spirit said, Titan, okay, you stay here for about an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and then you go because something is coming, right? So I was getting ready to leave, but then my spirit said, no, don't go nowhere because there's others in here that need for you to squash that or put some knowledge on it, right? Y'all know how I talk with my spirit, my EWS. They started talking, and it was very much an agenda. Like they're trying to convince us it was this and that. And then it came around, and I wasn't even supposed to talk. And they said, well, does anybody have anything on that? Does anybody want to say anything? And I said, yes. Yes. I don't know whose agenda that I have, but I am standing here in front of you, a Black gay man who is HIV positive. I am not here to push anything on you or anything like that, but it's wrong for you to stand up in a crowd full of people and in a room full of people in front of people and talk about us as if we are trying to grab your children and stuff them in an oven or something like that. Like, who does that? And then I said, so I just really want you all to think about something. Think about how easy it was for that person to say that. Think about how easy it was for them to stand up in front of you and mention it as if it was true. But you want help. You want us to be in the room. You want us to be a part of this, but you're going to talk about me like that. And then not only that, you say, but then they said, well, no, that's not me. But you invited them to speak. You don't know who they are. You didn't vet them. You didn't look at them. That's harmful to us. Now, I'm standing up here talking to y'all today, right? Because I'm secure in who I am, and I know that's not my agenda. But what if somebody wasn't like that? What if there could have been some physical harm, mental harm, emotional, spiritual harm done to this person because you invited them here and somebody got up on a microphone in front of 50 to 100 people and talked about my community as if we were dogs, if we were nasty, if we were all of these things, and we were trying to get to the children. What? So you're right. I'm not going back there. I said my piece. Thank you so much. And we're done. And done. And I have those spaces. This is me. I have those spaces available. Yes. I think we can never not have too many safe spaces or safer spaces or brave spaces, right, to meet up. And so, yes, this is me. I believe that we do need them. I believe I have some, right? But I do believe that we have to be careful about what we do, right? About how we do it and how when we show up places, because people really don't think about your safety. And I'm not just talking about physical, I'm talking about mental, emotional, and spiritual. That's it. Okay. Right. Never spread it them wings. Okay. Yes, Kesh. Hit the hearts, like, and subscribe to our wonderful host. Thank you so much, D. Kesh says, oh my God, the truth. Tell them, Titan, beautifully you. Yes, indeed. Hold on. Let me get on down here. Let us know how we can help you. Indeed. We'll do. We'll do, Kesh. Right. They need to look in the mirror. Indeed. The Latter-day Saints ain't sainting. Okay, that part. Right, Titan, preach. Okay, that part. All right, Mimi Me said they are threatened. Indeed. Okay. I am Jenna, said I'm just hopping in to say good morning. Good morning. Thank you all so much. Thank you all for this part 2 this morning. This is not my ministry. That is not my ministry. I had to go ahead and do a part 2 because I was not overwhelmed, but I was just like, wow, right? Like so many people were speaking and spewing hate, and just for me being me and doing what I do. So I want to say this to you all. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, is Titan in the Morning. Y'all come see me. Y'all tell a friend. I'm going to get out of here. But what I want you to do, TikTok, I want you to tick, 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 tap, tap, tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that you are in. Show me some love. Hey, Low Key Lion. Hey, good morning. Keep doing great. I will. And it's been a long time. I need to see you. I need to lay some eyes on you. It's been a long time since I've seen you, right? Y'all, I love you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for what you do. But I want to say this to you. You deserve to be here, right? You belong here. You are God's child, right? Life is going to life, but that doesn't mean that you have to erase yourself or you have to put yourself or subdue yourself and not be who God made you to be, not be the person you are. You don't have to run from them and that. But if that's not your ministry, right? If that's not your ministry to tackle it right now, to do it right now, then you leave it alone. You turn the cheek. You go on and do your business, right? You do what you need to do, but you do it in a way that is beneficial for you, not benefiting them. By no means. That's not my ministry. Our ministry is not to explain to you why I'm God's child. My ministry is not to explain to you why I'm a black gay man who is HIV positive. My ministry is not to explain to you why I sit with my hair or I look the way I look or I dress the way that I dress. I am who I am. That's not my ministry. And anybody, family, friend, or foe, that comes to me and tell me that I cannot be who I am and that I should not be, and I'm demonic and an abomination, you can kick rocks. Me and you have nothing else. Cut off game strong. I'm done. I'm tired of letting people dwell within my life and within my world, and you are trying to govern how I do things and how I work. Those days are done. That is not my ministry. I'm going to protect my peace and I'm going to be who I am. You don't know me from a can of paint, seeing me for the first time, but you're already damning me to hell. You already told me again. And just like they said, that word again on Tuesday, demonic and abomination was thrown around like it was nothing. Every other comment, abomination, abomination. Like I was like, whoa, like what's happening? But you know what I did though? I said, all right, let's go. Let's go. Because if that's what you want to do, that's what we're going to do. I'm not doing it all the time because I'm protecting my peace. I believe, right, in protecting my peace. But every now and then I'm going to open the gate and I'm going to let it roll. I'm going to open the gate and I'm going to let it roll. Every now and then I'm going to take off the door so that it's open. Every now and then I'm going to stand up and I'm going, whoa, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to make sure that you know, la, 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 la. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to be loud into this microphone so you can hear me clearly. I am a Black gay man who is HIV positive. I mince no words. I celebrated 19 years of being HIV positive this year. I am a father. I am a brother. I am an uncle. I am a cousin. I am a friend. I am a lover. I am all of these things. And if you don't like the way I show up, if you don't like who I am, and if you don't think that I deserve to have love and to be loved and to live and to laugh, if you believe that, then you kick rocks and you be done. I'm not making excuses for you no more. Those days are done. That is not my ministry. That is not my ministry. Hashtag not my ministry. That is not it. Y'all remember when we used to hashtag everything back in the day? Y'all go ahead on and hashtag it. But y'all, that is not it. So I made a promise for this platform that I'm on, that I'm going to stop making excuses for everyone else. And I'm going to address that. I'm going to advocate for those that can't advocate for themselves, but I'm also going to advocate for myself. I'm also going to advocate to make sure, right, my legacy that I leave here, right, that I have changed this world somehow, some way, that I have helped someone in some way. But let me say this, and this is a but and an and or. However, but let me help myself, love myself so that I can be all those things. Hashtag not my ministry. It is not my ministry to stand by and let stuff just happen. Oh, I'm getting into it. I'm getting into the fight. We're going to come through. We're going to be correct, right? And y'all, I've said this before, and this is not a brag. This is not me being full of myself. Every time I step out to do what I do, I'm going to look good, I'm going to smell good, and I'm going to know my ish. I'm going to know what I'm going for. I want you to already know my name. So before I even get to you, you already know what I'm coming with. I'm not going to mince words. I'm not going to do that. Again, not full of myself, but I'm secure in who I am. And even if I got on a t-shirt and jeans and some flip-flops, I'm still going to come in and look good, smell good, and you're going to know that I'm there. You're going to know that Titan is going to stand for me. You're going to know when somebody says Titan, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you know, I know Titan. Da, da, da. That's what you're going to do. That's my ministry. That's my blessing. Overall, that's my purpose. So 19 years ago, when God told me to stop asking for me, stop asking for him to let me go, he said, and you believe in what you believe. God said, the higher power, the universe, right? The cosmic energy said, I'm not done with you yet. You got work to do. So stop asking me because it's not happening. You are here for a purpose. And I have you here for a purpose. And until you fulfill that purpose, bruh, you're not going nowhere. So stop asking. Sit on back in this bed. I'm sending my people to heal you from this, right? I'm sending my people to start the healing process, to pray over you, to make sure that you are good. Because I'm going to need you later on in life. Later on in life, 19 years later, I'm going to need you to sit on your platform and talk to the people out there that are sitting way, way, way in the back in the dark, that don't believe that they deserve to be here. I need you to be an example. I need you to have your power, be in position, and know your purpose. I need you to live, period. And that's my ministry. And I'm going to end it on that today, y'all. That's my ministry. That's my ministry. I want to say it again. That's my ministry. You've overcame. You've had trials and tribulations. You've had times where you were broke and disgusted and busted, but you are still here. You have a ministry. You are still here. God didn't make a mistake. Life lifed. Things happened. And some of them were not favorable. Some of them were not good. Trauma happened. Stigma happened. Hurt, shame, guilt. All of that happened. But if you're still here, You put one foot in front of the other and you keep moving. That's your ministry. But be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. I'm human. And sometimes I can't go to spaces and places that I normally would go to because things will trigger me and activate me, and I might not be able to come back. Y'all know. Okay. Look, y'all know Cash, meet him in the streets, baby. There was a time. All you had to do was say my mama. Right? All you had to do was say my mama, and we was going to rearrange the furniture in the space. We will, but we thank God for favor. All right, y'all. Look, it's good. I got to get out of here. I got some things I got to do. I have a meeting and a session that I got to get to. But this is what I want to say to you all. I love you. I love you. I love you for being just who you are, right? And I want you to understand this and to take this away with you, right? I love you right where you're at in this moment. You will have other moments, but you will not have this moment. I love you right where you're at in this moment, flaws and all. Right where you're at in this moment. You don't have to ask for it. You don't have to return it with a receipt. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Take these hands of yours and these arms, and if you can't do it physically, do it mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and wrap them arms around you. And I want you to hug yourself real tight. Hug yourself real tight this morning. You can do it. If you can't do it physically right now, because it may look a little crazy or whatever, mentally hug yourself. Spiritually, hug yourself, right? Hug yourself real tight. Yes. If I were you, I would say, speak, Lord. Yes. Speak to me. Ooh. Yes. Hug yourself real tight. And I want you to put your name where my name is. And I want you to say these words, right? I want you to say these words. Put your name where my name is. And I want you to say these words. Y'all with me? Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Now remember to put your name where my name is. Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Flaws and all. Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. You will have other moments, but you will not have this moment. I love you right where you're at in this moment, right? Put your name where my name is. This is what I want you to do. I want you to look into your phone, look into your laptop, look into your mirror, look to the ceiling, look to the floor, look to the universe, look to the bottom of the ocean. And I want you to say to yourself, right? I love you right where you're at in this moment. I love what's looking back at me right now in this moment. We know that love is a constant, but we need more of it. That's what we need. Y'all know what's about to happen. Y'all know how I do it. So let's get it. Let's get it. Chatty Osborne, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Deborah, I love you right where you're at in this moment. I am bad. I love you right where you're at in this moment. MC, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Low Key Lion, I love you right where you're at in this moment. D Holly, I love you right where you're at in this moment. King HNIC, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Daryl, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Luty, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Paula, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Maya, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Chris, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Kesh, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Wanna Mac, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let's see, who else did I have? Christopher with a K, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Honor, I think that's how you say it. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Miss Funky, I love you right where you're at in this moment. This is me. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Two Dope Souls, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Keisha, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Lucy Lou, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Standing on Business, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let's see. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Queen, hey, Sean, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Mississippi, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Nina, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Me, I love you right where you're at in this moment. I am Jenna, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Deshaun, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let's see here. I said Miss Funky, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Russell, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Sharon, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Who do I have? Who else did I get? Who is this? Wait. Hold on, y'all. It was a whole lot. Lisa, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Cherry, I love Cheryl. I'm sorry. I love you right where you're at in this moment. Mississippi 70, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Amethyst, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Queen, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Queen Peace, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Greg, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Ooh, let me see. Cuba, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Kevin, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Khadijah, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Daisy, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let's see what we have. Hold on, y'all. It was so many comments going. Wait a minute, I'm almost there. Even the people that put in the negative comments, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Because here's the thing, y'all. I don't have to not love you, but I love you right where you're at in this moment. Pete, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Tamara, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Insta, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Daddy, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Paul Wall, I think that's how you say Wale. Okay, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let's see who else. And I love you right where you're at in this moment. Almost there. The King, I love you right where you're at in this moment. And let's see. Shia, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Randall, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let's see. Peter, talking about the Uber driver, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Let's see. Joy, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Cynthia, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Claus, I love you right where you're at in this moment. And BB, I love you right where you're at in this moment. I love all of y'all right where you're at in this moment. Y'all look, I'm trying. But I tell you, these comments were going, and then half of them are gone because there's so many of them, y'all. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. But I love you right where you're at in this one. Pika says, Titan, I love you right where you're at in this one. Love you too. Love you too. Thank you for being in. Thank you all so much. Franny, I love you right where you're at in this moment. I see you're in. Positivity, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Shay, I love you right where you're at in this moment. I love all of you right where you're at in this moment. And thank you all for being who you are and doing what you do. Peace and blessings to you. And y'all be good to yourself. Be good to others. And know that you belong here. Know that you are a blessing. Until next time, y'all be good. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Bye, y'all. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. I am so sorry. Y'all got to remind me. Look, let me do a sip before we get out of here. Because somebody said I wasn't sipping today. And yeah, it was a lot going on. But let me go on and sip. Y'all ready? Y'all deserve a better one than that. Hold on. Me. Yes, if I were you. Here you go. Oh, now that's a good one. Ooh, hold on. You right, this is me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. See, look, that's why I got y'all, because I love y'all. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. Look, I had to go and get it real quick. I'm back. Hold on. I'm back. Thank you. This is me. This is me said, and the journal. Bam. It's the power, position, and purpose. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Let me bring the microphone over. Okay. Good evening. Good morning. Hold on. Let me put it down just a little bit. Down and in, down. All right. It's the Power, Position, and Purpose Journal on Amazon now for your purchasing pleasure. This is a working journal by Titan Capri, and the journal basically is a work in progress. I believe that journaling is therapeutic. I believe that journaling is something that can be a great way for you to express what you're doing and the things that you're doing. But also, I believe that this working journal, right? Because I'm going to open it up and show you. This working journal, the power, position, and purpose journal, is for you to be open and honest with yourself about what you're doing and what's going on in your world, right? I believe that in order for you to be who you are and do what you do, journaling is therapeutic. Now, everybody might not like the journal like that, right? Because some people don't believe in journaling and don't believe that journaling is something. However, I do believe that this can be helpful on your journey. Okay. So let me go ahead before I read in it. Hold on. Before I read, let me go ahead. And I'm going to pin it for you, TikTok and YouTube, Facebook, Insta, X. I'm going to pop it into the comments and the link there, right? Okay, let's see what we have. This is me said, mine is in the Amazon cart, just waiting on hubby payday. Okay. Okay, this is me. Love you so much. Thank you so much, Julian, for the follow. Thank you so much. So it's the Power, Position, and Purpose Journal live on Amazon. Please pick you up a copy. But it's a working journal. And this is what I mean by a working journal. So the journal has a couple of things in it. And of course, it's power, position, and purpose, right? Let me see. All right, there we go. There it is. There it is. There it is. So it says here a word for you. This is what happens in the front portion. A word for you. And the word is blessed. Hello, and thank you for choosing this journal. I like to believe that journaling is a way to acknowledge and understand where you are in life. I would like to offer you a couple of things for this journey. 3 things. Number 1, I am worthy, right? I am worthy. You are worthy of being here. You are worthy of love, life, and laughter. You are worthy. I belong here. You belong here. You are God's child just like everybody else, and you belong here. If that's what you believe, your higher power, you belong here. You have purpose. And then lastly, the third thing is you are a blessing. You are a blessing. If you've ever blessed anyone, you're a blessing. And if you're a blessing, then you are surely blessed. That part, right? Here's the working part. What is my power, right? What is my power? What is my position? Y'all with me? And then what is my purpose? And y'all, I just spoke with my moms on this just the other day or yesterday, probably day before. And I said to her, talking through it, right? There's not a right or wrong answer in what's your power, what's your position, and what your purpose is. This book or this journal is for you to work through that. Because right now, you may believe that you have the power to do da 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 da, right? 10 years ago, you probably didn't have that power. So back then, it might not have been the truth and point. But today, it's the truth and point. So, what is your power? What is your purpose? What is your position, right? Those things. You write them in, but you be honest about what you're feeling in that moment. I believe that my power is what is my power? My power is that I'm able to talk to people. I'm able to change the atmosphere in the room, right? What is my position? My position is I am standing up in being who I am, a black gay man that's HIV positive on my platforms, letting people know, doing those things. And what's my purpose? My purpose is to be me. I've learned that being me is my purpose and everything else will fall into place. That's how that works, right? But be honest with yourself. So in the book as well, in the journal, I did a couple of things for the first couple of pages after it asked the question about your power, position, and purpose. So it says, today I feel, right? You answer honestly. Today I feel like crap. Today I feel good. Today I feel great, right? Or today I create, right? Today I love. Today I want. Today I need, right? So today I need love. That's simple. What kind of love do you need? I need love of the heart, love of the mind, love of the spirit, right? Today I see, Today I am. So it asks a couple of questions. And just be honest with yourself about that. And it's a couple of more questions, but then it goes to the day of the month. I didn't put a number in. I just put today. And you start off your working journal like that. Today, I'm blessed. Today, it's raining. Today, I feel excited. Today, I'm mad. Things like that. And then the last piece to that is at the back of the book. It says, I know my power, position, and purpose. I know my power, position, and purpose. Y'all, this is a journal, a working journal. Your power, position, and purpose may be this right now. And you may need to define it. You may need to work through it. So there is no right or wrong answer in that. It's how you are feeling in that moment. It's what you identify as your power, your purpose, right? It's what you identify as a position that you are in. Your position may change, right? You may have more than one power, right? Power, position, and purpose, right? On Amazon. Click the link or just type in Titan Capri and get you one. Now I'm asking for consent, right? I'm asking for consent. If you get you a journal and you would like, I would say take a picture with it and send it over to me. I'm making a huge collage. I want to do that for thanking you all for supporting me. That's only if you want. I'm asking for consent. Thank you all so much for getting the journal. Thank you all for being that. And yes, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. So I think somebody asked about me having a podcast. I am on Podbean and I'm on all other social media, but I don't have a physical podcast as of yet. Coming though. Stay tuned. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you for reminding me about the journal because I almost got out of here and didn't do anything with it. MC said, Titan Capri, loving you long time internally. Thank you for sharing your words of wisdom and healing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is me for reminding me. Thank you all for coming in and doing what you do today. Today, we talked about that it's not my ministry part 2. And we just really want to let people know that we have a ministry and our ministry is not to be in the shadows, not to be in the dark, not to hide away from the life that we need to live, the life that we should have, or the life that we just want to have, right? That's that. All right, y'all. Until next time, y'all be good. I'm out of here. Peace and blessings and all of that good stuff.